welcome back to the off-season podcast series talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and around the league. This podcast is totally opinion-based and based on my personal takes on what Rob Pelinka and the Lakers should do so they can capture the 18th championship in franchise history. For the first segment today, we'll be talking about free agency rumors. In the past day or so, I've seen and read a lot of free agent acquisitions that might and could happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. As a Lakers fan, I see these rumors every day, but for some of these, I can actually see them happening. First off, Lakers picked up the team option on Jared Vanderbilt and extended their qualifying offers to both Austin Reaves and Rui Hachimura, which is very, very good because we need all three of those to be successful next year. Another big-time rumor would be Bruce Brown to the Lakers. Lakers can actually pay him money. We can't really pay that much money to a lot of marquee free agents, but Bruce Brown, we can give him the mid-level exception, which would be $12.6 million, I believe, and then Denver can only offer him $7.8 million. So that would be perfect for the Lakers, as they need an efficient role player off the bench. But with the mid-level exception, there are 5 other options we could get. TJ Warren from the Suns, Kevin Love with the Heat, Cam Reddish from the Trailblazers, Jeff Green from the Nuggets, and Robin Lopez from the Cavaliers. I think Cam Reddish would be the best option if we can't get Bruce Brown, because that gives us more youth and more shooting from the outside. Kevin Love would be good. The chemistry between him and LeBron would be perfect for the overall chemistry of the Lakers. Gives us more experience at that level, and he's played in the big games that we want to play in, and I think that'll be perfect for the Lakers. Robin Lopez, it gives us that big that we need to stop Jokic, or slow him down at least if AD gets in foul trouble, or if AD wants to play the 4 and roam the paint. Jeff Green would be another great role player. I mean, the whole Nuggets bench is great role players. Christian Braun, Jeff Green, Bruce Brown, they're all very good players. They know their roles. Of course, Jeff Green probably wouldn't have the same amount of role on the Lakers if he would sign because of Rui Hachimura's contract. Another rumor, Lakers picked Jalen Hood-Schifino to actually replace Austin Reaves if he would leave in free agency, but I think this is a future backcourt for the Lakers. Of course, I don't see Jalen Hood-Schifino making a huge impact if they keep Dennis Schroeder. It'll be an interesting one because they both have similar games. Neither of them can shoot consistently from the outside. That's what we actually need. So I think if we develop him for a whole year, I think then Austin Reaves and Jalen Hood-Schifino, that's the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. Next is D'Angelo Russell will be back next season. This is more of a prediction for me. I think no team wants to take on the cap he creates for them. Even the Rockets, who have like $60 million in cap room this offseason, I don't think they want to take on that contract. Or the Raptors or the Magic or teams that are not going to be competing for a championship next year. Next is LeBron will not give input on roster decisions this summer. This is actually a report from, I think, Dave McMinion, a Lakers reporter. I like this and I don't like this at the same time because LeBron knows who he wants to play with. So I think he should tell them who he thinks that would be best in that position. But of course, he might have done that in Cleveland when they got like D Rose, Wade, Jeff Green, Isaiah Thomas, all these older players. And it didn't pan out the way it did after trading them mid-season for like Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr. But they ended up going to the finals, but of course getting swept by that Golden State team. But I also like this because this allows Rob Pelinka to do whatever he wants with this team. I think this might be Rob Pelinka's last time being the Lakers GM if they don't advance into the deep of the playoffs or even make the playoffs, Well, they better make the playoffs because it's the Los Angeles Lakers, and that's the stigma they have to carry. Finally, Kyle Lowry on the Lakers. The Heat do not want to pay him. I mean, watching the few games I watched of the Heat, I used to be a very big Heat fan when LeBron was there. But Kyle Lowry is just, he's not washed up, but he's not the Toronto Kyle Lowry anymore. He can still hit those mid-range shots, those occasional three-pointers from the wing. I see him more of a facilitator for the Lakers. I don't see him starting. I see him coming off the bench being a great role player for us, but I think this only happens if Dennis Schroeder walks. For this segment of the podcast, we'll be talking about the Lakers Summer League. Lakers have a total of 7 guaranteed games in the Summer League, and all either in the California Classic Summer League or the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas. All of these will be aired on either ESPN or NBA TV, and the roster as of now is Damian Baugh, Colin Castleton, Max Christie, Alex Fudge, Demoy Hodge, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Max Lewis, and Cole Swinder. A couple guys I want to see excel in this Summer League is Max Christie. I think Max Christie could be a very good player for Lakers next year. Very good role player coming off the bench, especially if we don't get a marquee role player out of free agency. I think his minutes will be going up, especially if Dennis Schroeder is not on the team or D'Angelo Russell is not on the team next year. And then Jalen Hood-Schifino. I want to see what Rob Pelinka saw in him, especially with that 17th pick we could have traded for a guy like Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, or a guy like Jalen Suggs from the Orlando Magic. And then Max Lewis, our second-round pick with the 40th. Let's see what he can do. I'm excited to see this. He's from Pepperdine, and he was a big-time scorer in college. I think he'll excel this Summer League. Next is Cole Swinder. I mean, a sharpshooter from deep. He got in a couple times. He didn't dress for any of the playoffs, but he was kind of one of those two-way guys with Scottie Pippen Jr. Speaking of Pippen, of course, the younger Pippen, he is not on this roster. I wonder where he is. I do not see him anywhere. But he's one of the young pieces I think the Lakers need to covet. They lost Mac McClung. They didn't lose Sharif O'Neal, but I think they should invite him back for the Summer League. It was exciting to see O'Neal back in the purple and gold. But Scottie Pippen needs to be on this team. Maybe this means the Lakers have seen enough and they are either moving on from him or he's going to be signed to the regular team for next year and he'll be maybe a third-string guy behind whoever we have at point guard. Yeah, so it's going to be an exciting Summer League. It starts on July 3rd, and then pool play ends on July 14th against the Memphis Grizzlies. We do play the San Antonio Spurs on July 5th. I believe that's next Wednesday. And I really hope Victor plays. I want to see what this guy's up to, see what the hype is. 7'5" from France. Last time Spurs picked a center, Tim Duncan, in I think 97 or something close like that. All-time great. And then David Robinson, the Admiral, and then Tony Parker, the other French guy that they had on that all of those championship Spurs teams. Yeah, so this is basically a time for young prospects to show what they're actually capable of doing. most of these guys are not. I mean, most of these guys will probably be in the G League if they make a G League team next year. So I am very excited to see what this will amount to. Thank you for listening to the Lakers off-season podcast series. There will be at least 2 episodes per week, especially when free agency starts on July 1st. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.